And Brandon Hunnicutt here in south central Nebraska, right outside Giltner, and farm with my dad and my brother, and we raise mainly corn and soybeans and some popcorn, and this year we're getting back into seed corn production. Basically 100% irrigated, just a few acres that are dryland pivot corners. And we've been strip tilling for about 7 or 8 years now. Roughly 2006 was when we jumped into strip tilling. We utilize an Orthman one tripper, which you see behind me here, and it's worked really well for us over the years. We've done it both in the fall and the spring, but we really try to do it in the fall where we can build up our strips. We can make sure those strips are well suited for going into planting the next year. And it's been a challenge at times because fall weather can always be a challenge, much like spring weather can be. But for us, we've really determined that our goal is to get in there and get the strips made. Maybe not so much place nutrients, but because of our operation and kind of the timing when harvest gets done, we really try to get after and get the strips laid in there. It leaves things open if we want to change a cropping rotation for the next year. If a field we thought was going to be soybeans now becomes corn, it leaves that wide open with nutrients and everything else that we utilize to make sure that we can have things set up the way we want for the next year. You know, a couple of challenges we have faced throughout the time of strip tilling would be, one, the size of the equipment. We run a 24-row planter and a 12-row strip till, so utilizing RTK has made that a whole lot obviously easier and beneficial, and I don't think we could strip till at all without RTK. We've also been able to really utilize the soil impact of the strip till machine over time. As what used to take our biggest tractor, I think we're now down to being able to pull these with a little smaller tractor because of the soil tilth buildup and some different things that we've been able to really see the advantages of, and the earthworm activity, and being able to leave extra material out there on the ground to catch snow, especially on a year like this where we didn't have snow that came straight down. It came down mainly at horizontal most of the year when we would get snow. You know, looking to the future on our farm especially, you know, we're always looking at different ways we can do things with nutrient management, whether it's putting sensors on our sprayer to be able to apply nitrogen late in the season for what the crop needs are, or even what can we do with the strip till machine. You know, in the past we have put some nutrients on with it, never been quite happy the way it was working, but looking into the future, you know, being able to maybe apply some dry fertilizer with it, and especially in variable rate situations, and making sure that we can get everything done in the fall, making sure we have our grid samples pulled and everything that we need to, soil samples pulled, and so we can put the right amount on at the right time. But in Nebraska, we are coming with more regulations based on nitrogen and water, and there's certain areas that they can't apply nitrogen on until after March 1st, and so that ends up being a challenge in the nutrient management aspect of this. So maybe in the fall we'll be looking at, okay, can we put these nutrients on, and is it more beneficial, and does it meet the any sort of regulations we might run into in the future? But if it's something that will benefit the crop, benefit the soil, benefit our operation, then it's something we'll definitely look at.